They say your 20s are the time to take that risk, find your purpose. To most people that's overwhelming, a blank page with too many possible answers and no clear way to know which one is right. I've been conscious of mine for a while now, always having that nagging feeling deep down of, you need to do more. Knowing what it is and actually starting it though, are two different things. Masogi is an old Shinto practice, full immersion in cold water, either a river or a waterfall. The idea is that it strips away everything that isn't really you and leaves the rest clean. Masogi is also used in some forms of martial arts, particularly Aikido, to prepare the mind for training and to learn how to develop one's dantian, or center. The founder of Aikido, Morihei Ueshiba, regularly used this form of meditation to complement his training and search for perfection. Kai Society headquarters in Japan is a well-known place for people performing masogi with cold water before sunrise. A few years ago, it showed up once again in a book called The Comfort Crisis, reframed for people like us. Once a year, you do one thing hard enough that it resets what you think your limits are. That's where the name came from. Now, as I've mentioned in past episodes, my next 6 months are prepping for the hardest race of my life and finally accomplishing a life goal of launching a full-time design studio, aka my masogi. Now fast forward, the past few weeks have been a build-up, providing a foundation for what's next to come. It's about time things got serious. Our first investment is coming soon. We have some legalities to sort in the meantime. To be specific, we've had meetings this week in regards to our launch strategy, as well as our deliverables for Drop 1. During this week, the to-do lists are growing, stress is building, and I've never felt more ready to execute. A habit that's held me back is focusing on too many things at once. I end up considering possibilities for all of them and end up never starting anything sometimes. One setback is I've been on injury, so I haven't been able to train as consistently, and that itself has been a horrible creative block. Personally, I have a really hard time getting moving productively when I can't train. But aside from that, I've forced myself to continue shooting this week and pushing for new creative campaigns. Wait, I think everyone has this point where they realize they're capable of much more than they set for themselves. Each time you suffer, you slowly build tolerance. Weight is the first thing you learn to measure. How much you can carry, how much you can take. Before it means anything else, it means this. There's definitely areas for improvement, but so far I'm happy with the way I'm pushing myself. Last Thursday, we had a fabric meeting with a rep from Italy. We went over fabric variations, contents, colors, and overall just figuring out what the first drop is going to be, especially our budget and shoot direction.
Are the most used for lining. My suggestion would be for you to use, this was something to show you what you can reach. Factory place. Okay. Take a picture.
And navigating that transition from part-time to full-time and what that really looks like. There's also been a couple of coffee shops I've been able to call home these past few weeks, since finals week is coming up. I finally graduate with my business administration at the end of August. Okay, it is Saturday, August 1st, 7:48 p.m. I've had a long day of editing and prepping for Deadpace, and I wanted to kind of update you on my freelance career thus far. And I have secured my very first freelance client for video, and I'm super excited, and it looks like there's a couple different deliverables we're looking at. But I can't give too many details yet, but you will be seeing that soon. So this is another thing I'm kind of balancing at the moment. Another announcement, which is the run club we're hosting will be the first run club in Nashville, Tennessee. And I'm gonna be going out there August 17th through the 24th. If this video does well and you live in Nashville, make sure to follow deadpace.art on Instagram and pop out to our first run club. It should be sick. As I said before, it has been kind of a rest week. I've only been swimming. There hasn't been any real running or lifting. I've been lifting slightly, like a little bit of chest, a little bit of triceps and shoulders, but it's been having to stay light because I tweaked my back about 2 months ago when I was doing squats, and it just didn't get better after being in denial for a long time. And finally I was like, okay, I just gotta rest for at least a week to 2 weeks. And it has been getting a little bit better since I've been resting, but it's not 100% there yet. And mental game when I'm resting of I should either be running or my just daily flow and what's going on is just completely altered because I feel like it's just wrong because I don't get up and move in the morning. I've been going on walks to try to like cope, but it's still just kind of brutal. I will say putting out these videos has been exhausting. Before I would typically just do vlogs like I'm doing now, and I wanted to really challenge myself and try something new. And doing these videos has brought me a lot of joy, but it's also just been an insane challenge of trying to find enough B-roll for these. I want to make sure I'm still keeping that personal touch of speaking to the camera. But ever since I lost my job about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, I've been filming every single day and I've been pushing myself literally every single day, like I mentioned in the first episode. And my cinematography skills and storytelling skills have gotten a lot better. I mean, hopefully it would, right? But I've been putting in minimum 5 hours a day, balancing schoolwork and then, you know, the other things I have going on in my life. And it's just really cool to finally see that growth that I feel like I was stuck in for so long. And just having the opportunity to pursue it all day, every day is awesome. But it's also, you know, you're pretty prone to burning out. So I'm trying to make sure I maintain that balance of having fun and not burning out. Now, Deadpace isn't going to be just another Instagram brand. We plan on pushing boundaries in science as well as performance in regards to races, marathons, Ironmans.
And what specifically, like, is it looking for something specific, meaning
and eventually plan on branching out to contemporary fashion, aka streetwear or couture. And we want to be able to merge the two, which is something that hasn't really been done before. In 2024, we launched our debut collection and runway show, fully designed and produced by me and my girlfriend after graduating college. Now, although it felt like a success, a lot of money was burned in the process. After that, we moved to a pop-up where we displayed our work for people to judge. From there, it was more money burnt. But with the increased experience and knowledge, it was invaluable that I pursued this. Over the years, I was developing my taste, what I actually wanted to pursue. My main goal since I was young was to be able to inspire people the way that I've been inspired. And now I've been given that opportunity. And I cannot wait to show you what we've been cooking up. Like and subscribe.